Hi everyone, so in today's video I'm going to show you how to get this lovely summery eye and this nice fresh glowy skin on this very blustery day, which you can probably hear. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then please keep watching. Hi, so first of all I am going to prime my eyelids because we're going to be doing our eyes first today. So I'm just going to take some concealer. It's just the Urban Decay Stay Naked concealer. I don't want it to stay on all day, of course, because I'm not going anywhere, so there's no point. So I just use a concealer to hide the redness on my eyelids and any veins that might be there, and it also makes the colours stand out a bit more. So I'll just pop a little dot on like that. Well, it's not really little, is it? And then I blend it out with my sponge. Okay, so now that's all blended in, I'm going to be taking the bright yellow shade and I'm using the Morphe James Charles mini palette and this bright yellow here. So I'm just going to pack it on with a little fluffy brush like this. So saturate the brush. While the concealer is still wet, just dab it on. And it's going to make it look so much brighter. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use circular motions to blend it out a bit. And same to the other eye. Now what I always do after that is I normally take my finger and I tap over the eyelid just with the product on my finger. And that normally just kicks things up a little bit. And look, as you can see, that is looking neon now. I just turn the lighting down a little bit so you might be able to see better. But I'm going to go back in with that yellow shade. And I'm really going to try and build up the pigment up here. There we go. Right, so the next step for my eyes, I'm just going to go in with some liquid liner and I am going to do a wing. So I'm just using the Supercat Soap and Glory liner and I'm going to start from the middle and just press the pen onto my eye. Then I'm going to use my lower lid here for the shape, sorry that lighting, for the shape. So of course I'm going to angle it up to match. And then once I've got that rough guide on, I just even it out a little bit on the top. There we go, nice and simple, and same on the other eye. I'm actually going to bring it all the way in. Okay, so they're not exactly equal, but they'll do. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of mascara. I will pop on some lashes, but I'll do that at the end. Right, so mascara's on. This will look a lot better once I've got the lashes sorted. Next, I'm going to move on to base. Now, for the base, I'm going to do something nice and light. So I'm just taking the Urban Decay Original Naked Skin Foundation, and it's in the shade 0.5. And I'm going to start from the middle of my face using a foundation brush and work my way outwards. This is great if you just want a bit of low coverage or just something to even out the skin tone, because if you notice, a lot of our redness or pigmentation is around the centre of our face. So if you just use it on the centre and work outwards, you'll find that you probably need less foundation than you think you do. Of course, I forgot to tell you, I have already moisturised my skin, so I'm prepped. So I'll apply it down my nose and on the chin. My smile lines. I'll probably take some right in the middle of the forehead as well. Then whatever's left on the brush, I'll just use it to go over my cheeks. and I might use a little bit more just to cover some of the scarring that I've got. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that concealer, just a couple of dots right here and a little bit there. And then I'm going to use my sponge to blend that out. And then just going to powder my under eyes, and I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury powder. I'm also just going to powder any areas that I get oily. Which is everywhere. And this is what we're looking like so far. Okay, so I'm gonna bronze up my face next, and I'm gonna go quite ham on the bronzer because I'm feeling something really bronzy. So I'm just using the L'Oreal Back to Bronze bronzer, and I'm gonna start on the nose and on the cheeks as well. I want to look sun-kissed, and then on the cheeks and the forehead. I've actually burnt the top of my forehead, you won't be able to see, but I've actually burnt it. Bit down the neck. Right, next I'm going to go in with some blush, and I've already powdered, so I'm not going to use a cream product. I'm actually just going to dip back into that James Charles palette and use this pale pink shade up here. Quite like that. Just going to dab in with the same brush and apply it on the apples of my cheeks. I'm just going back in with the foundation brush now to try and get it to show up a bit more pigmented. Denser the brush, more pigment. Now my freckles have come out, which I'm very happy about, but I'm just going to do a bit of faux freckle action, I think. So I'm going to take my Essence angled eyeliner, precise eyeliner brush, and I'm going to dip in with a bit of that bronzer because it's nice and warm toned, and I'm going to use the tip of it to create some faux freckles just over where I've got some. Now if you're going to do faux freckles, I would stick to a warm colour. If you've got the same skin type as me, or if you're quite fair, choose a warm colour because they normally are a bit more warm toned. Anything ashy will start to look a bit, you know, unrealistic. If you have got darker skin, olive toned skin, then use a darker shade or a bit more ashy. But I would say that for this skin tone, for my skin tone anyway, use something quite warm toned. So I'm just going to tap in and apply. And to these areas of my cheeks, and then I just tap. I also like to apply some in the eye bag area. So then I'll take a darker warm shade and just go over some of the freckles, make them a bit darker, because not all freckles are the same colour. So I'll just apply some darker ones. I'm just going to finish off the eyes and put some mascara on the lower lash line. So I've been looking for my Essence highlighter for ages and I've not been able to find it. So I found this other one, which is by Essence, and it's the glazed donut one. I don't know, I can't really remember what I think of this one. So I'm just gonna use my fingers to apply. It's quite ashy. Yeah, it's quite ashy. If you have a deeper skin tone, it's just gonna look silver on you. But I quite like it. Yeah, I like it. And I want to look really glowy, so right there. Sorry, I'm actually swearing at you all, but needs must. Now I'm going to do my eyebrows. I've got this new pencil. It's the Lottie London. What's it called? Art Rival. And I've got it in dark. So let's have a go. So I'm just drawing in some hair strokes. It's pretty good colour. It's dark, shock, it's called dark. But yeah, I'm quite liking it. Some strokes at the front, wow. I'll just fill in my arch a little bit, so I'll just go downwards on the arch. Then I'm going to take my Collection Incredibrow again. Oh, I'm having a bad brow day. Oh, it's bad. I haven't even looked up close, but I can tell it's bad. Right, they're on, they're horrendous. It's not the brow pencil's fault, that's actually quite good, it's just my fault. They're just huge. They're really huge. I need to get them shaped, but I can't really be bothered to do it myself. I'm just gonna moisturise my lips next with Charlotte's Magic Lip Oil Crystal Elixir. Does make your lips look very nice. I haven't noticed it making a difference to the dryness of my lips, to be fair. I do just prefer to use the Lano lips if I'm trying to hydrate my lips intensely, but this just looks really pretty. Then again, I don't think I'd pay £28 again for this product, just being honest with you. Then I'm going to go in with a bit of lip liner. I'm using the Urban Decay Stark Naked liner. No, I'm not, that's too orange. Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Medium. And I'm then going to use a bit of the NYX Filler Instinct Gloss. I've not used this one before, so we'll have a look. That is really pretty. Oh, my lips tingling a bit. Right, so I'm just gonna go off camera, get my lashes on, and then I'll come back and probably be in natural daylight and we'll have a little look at it together. Hi everyone, I'm back. I've got my lashes on. I'm back in natural daylight, so you'll be able to see a little bit better how the freckles and everything look. I've put a bit of that highlighter on my inner corner just to brighten up my eyes. And this is how it's all turned out. So if you liked it, make sure that you give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more, and just let me know down below what type of looks that you'd like to see. And I'll stay safe. Thank you.